get rid of Republicans, get rid of the party as it stands now, because it's the party of white supremacy, it's the party of insurrectionists, it's the party of massacres at this point. It's the party that you can't trust.
Well, can I just and where it doesn't take 11 minutes for the police to respond to an active shooter call. That was the first thing that got my spidey senses going, because in in wealthy communities, it don't take 11 minutes. You got your sirens on, you're motoring down, and it took that long to even respond at all. That got me very concerned.
Oh, it's hard to listen to, but this is what's happening, and we want to make sure we let you know what they're up to. MSNBC even tasked a reporter to create a docuseries, get this, saying Hispanics are turning to the GOP because of toxic culture wars and paranoia.
This idea that what drove many Latino voters towards Trumpism in 2020 was this fear of socialism. But what we found now, 2 years later, is that the way that this country is being polarized, right, with the disinformation, with these really, really toxic culture wars, with the extremism, all of that is feeding off that fear of socialism and communism.
Not so sure about that, Paola. Okay, and how about this? In Kentucky, Democrat Charles Booker, yes, he's on camera with a noose around his neck in an ad. He's condemning Republican Senator Rand Paul for blocking anti-lynching legislation 2 years ago. The ad, though, it fails to mention that Paul co-sponsored a new version of the Emmett Till Anti-Lynching Act that did clear Congress this year. So fact check on you, sir. And one more take. The Atlantic, who else, right, suggesting that students skip school until Congress does something about gun control. As if that will solve anything, John.
All right, let's welcome in our panel to break down who had the worst take of the week. Erin Elmore is here with us again. So is Ashley St. Clair and Shawn Farash, founder of the Long Island Majority. Strong Island, Shawn, right, as they call it out there, right?
Yes.
There you go.
That's right. That's right.
All right, so we asked you guys to kind of break down these in order, and Erin, we'll put up yours, your five here. We had the Kentucky guy, the Democrat there, then Joy Reid, then the Atlantic, and then MSNBC, and then Joy Reid's take that the GOP should be involved, or that was the View's take, but whatever. One thing I thought you guys all seemed to indicate pretty high is that this Democrat Booker from Kentucky had maybe the worst take of the week, even though you all didn't agree at number one. You all had it up there, either one or two. Erin, invoking a noose like this, not a great look, is it?
No, but I think now that I watched those clips over again, I changed my favorite hot take, and it is that Paola woman over at MSNBC having a total meltdown about Hispanics being conservatives. And I think they're totally missing the mark, and they're completely out of touch in this regard. Hispanics are often deeply religious people who value the nuclear family and believe in God. And all of these liberals now are the exact opposite. The liberals can't seem to realize that the Hispanics are more like Republicans, so they have to make excuses. And by the way, I love when she said Latina. All of a sudden, she's speaking with a Spanish accent. So I thought that was really funny. And now that I watch it back, that is my new favorite hot take. There needs to be some introspection in this Democrat Party. Maybe it'll happen after they get, destroyed in the November midterms, but there needs to be some introspection because they are so missing the mark on every single thing that they do and say.
From what I understand, Latinas will take Latina over Latinx any day of the week there.
Yes.
But Ashley, you had the Kentucky guy number one, then Joy Reid. Do you want to change your assessment? Let's put up your worst takes of the week, full screen here. We can show that one. This is Ashley's here. You get to it now. So you had Kentucky guy number one, then Joy Reid. Any changes to your list based on what we've seen so far?
Absolutely not. I think Kentucky Booker is the worst of all, and he took a play straight from, it's so 2016, it's so Jussie Smollett ago, and his rhetoric around Rand Paul is just disgusting. This is what landed Rand Paul with broken ribs. This type of inflammatory rhetoric around Rand Paul being some racist, while the king of Booker's party, Joe Biden, was simultaneously saying that he didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle, while Rand Paul was out there praising MLK. It's just inflammatory and, quite frankly, dangerous.
Let's put up Shawn's list of worst takes of the week, and he had Joy Reid at number one. And Shawn, I think this is offensive for a lot of people, especially when we learn, more about the response time here. That Joy Reid seems to agree with her audience member that the reason why the delay was there is because these were black and brown kids. Really? Joy Reid? Come on.
Of course. Yeah, it's always racially motivated. I thought Joy Reid was the worst, but I got to admit I'm a little biased because every time she speaks, I automatically think it's the worst take. So maybe I should give it a little second chance. But the Democrat Booker, I just feel like using the noose now after what we saw Bubba Wallace call a noose, a garage pull and all those. I just think it's played out. It's ridiculous. Worst take, Joy Reid. By the way, great take, Atlantic. By all means, kids, don't go to school. All you're going to do is learn about all that grooming little stuff anyway in the middle school. So skip class. Pass on critical race theory. I don't care what your reasons are, but maybe they should stay out of school.
Well, hopefully if they have some place to go, like a home school or a school that's going to teach them, the importance of standing and pledging allegiance to the flag and all those great things we learned about in school. So this was fun. Worst takes of the week. We'll keep up. We always kind of struggle sometimes. Like, do we really want to play this clip from The View? How do we portray it and provide enough context here? Are we just providing more oxygen to these people? And we thought this was a pretty good way to do it. So thanks for participating with us. Shawn, Erin, and Ashley, we'll see you guys coming right back. We're going to do another news update, but then we got Meme Team coming up at the bottom of the quarter hour. I guess that's how you say it. We'll see you guys in just a few minutes. Stay with us.